When Treyarch announced the return of round-based zombies, all the zombies YouTubers and fanboys had a full-blown aneurysm from excitement. Grown men were foaming at the mouth, shaking like they just hit their first ray gun pool on round 2. But not Mr.BlueEyeZombie. Oh no, because unlike the rest of the meat writing community, I actually used my fucking brain for once. And guess what? I saw the scam from a mile away. Welcome to a brand new series, why it was good and why it was dog shit. And today we're kicking things off with Black Ops 6 Zombies, a game mode that you actually thought was good, but is, in reality, a steaming pile of Activision's corporate diarrhea. So sit back, grab a snack, or pour yourself a whiskey, because trust me, you're probably going to need it. And get ready to rage type in the comment section while I absolutely tear apart this bootleg, nostalgia baiting, cash grabbing excuse of a zombies mode. Now there will be a section at the end where I talk about good things, so if you disagree, please watch till the end. Humble beginnings. It's May 23rd. You're sitting around doing absolutely fucking nothing. Maybe you were pretending to be a productive member of society, wasting away at some soul-sucking corporate job where your boss makes 30 times your salary and still has the audacity to ask, why aren't you bringing more to the team? But you know who was working that day? The Treyarch team, fuck. Anyways, those gaming overlords decided to grace us peasants with the announcement of their next masterpiece, Black Ops 6, and with it, the triumphant return of round-based zombies. A moment so legendary, so earth-shattering, that it stopped Twitter dead in its tracks. Zombies YouTubers were on their knees like they just witnessed the second coming of Christ. But instead of Jesus, it was a round counter and a mystery box. And yeah, even I was intrigued. I won't lie. Then, on October 25th, the world stood still. We were all blessed with the release of Black Ops 6, and the reviews were, well, actually shockingly positive. People were eating this shit up like it was a double-packed ray gun on round 5. Little did they know, their excitement would age like fucking milk in the sun, and just like a double-packed ray gun, the excitement was fake. So we loaded into a brand new map, Liberty Falls. But as it turns out, the only thing falling was my fucking interest the moment I saw the 500th iteration of Richtofen. Like, how many times are they gonna remix this man before they finally let him rest? Bros had more reboots than Spider-Man. But whatever. I tried to keep an open mind. And to be fair, the cutscene was actually pretty dope. Had me thinking like, damn, this may be the one. Maybe, this is where Treyarch finally gets it right. Spoiler alert, they fucking didn't. Because then, the game actually started. And holy shit, this map is ugly as fuck. Like seriously, it looks like someone took a Cold War DLC, covered it in mud, and said, yep, print that shit. I mean, I was expecting some Black Ops classic vibes, but instead, I got a Walmart brand version of Cold War with no soul, no charm, and a color palette that looks like it was designed by a legally blind intern. I don't know what the fuck I was expecting, but it sure as hell wasn't this. Topic 1. Aesthetic, or lack thereof. Look, we were fucking blessed in 2015 with Black Ops 3, a game that not only played well, but looked like a goddamn masterpiece. The skyboxes? Insane. The lighting? Perfect. The maps actually had color instead of looking like they were filmed on a gray, overcast afternoon in Ohio. But then, Treyarch got this weird-ass hard-on for realism. They did it with Cold War, they did it with MWZ, and now they've ruined BO6 in the same way. And I don't know about you, but I don't boot up zombies to be immersed in some realistic, desaturated pile of nothing. There are other games for that. I boot up zombies because I want to see legendary, mind-blowing skyboxes, cool-ass dragons flying around, giant stomping robots straight out of Pacific Rim, maps that actually have color instead of looking like a fucking military recruitment ad. But nope. Instead, we get this washed out, colorless, realistic garbage that looks like I'm staring at it with my own two fucking eyeballs in real life. And that's the problem. I don't want real life. I want crazy, ridiculous, over-the-top shit. Hell, even Terminus looked better. And I say that with absolutely no confidence because I've never played that shitty map. And Citadel des Morts? Okay, I'll admit, maybe it looked a little better. Why? Because it was a cool-ass castle with an actual theme. You know what this means? Treyarch can still make a good-looking map. They just don't give a fuck. Instead of making sure every map looked unique and amazing, they just copy-pasted this depressing, post-apocalyptic, wet cardboard aesthetic onto everything and called it a day. And now, if I want to see anything that doesn't look like a PS3 game covered in a layer of dirt, I have to 1. Overclock my GPU like I'm trying to power the fucking sun, and 2. Mess with Nvidia filters for 2 hours just to inject some damn color into the game. Because here's the thing, there's a difference between having good graphics and having good art. BO6, it has the realistic graphics, but the art? Trash. It lacks style, it lacks identity, and it sure as hell lacks the legendary aesthetic that made BO3 and BO4 so goddamn special. Treyarch, I'm begging you, stop making everything look like an abandoned shopping mall and bring back the cool shit. I never thought I'd live to see the day where I'd have to give Vanguard Zombies credit for anything. Because let's be real, Vanguard Zombies is an absolute disgrace. It's the kind of dog shit that should have been buried in a deep unmarked grave next to E.T. for the Atari. The mode was so bad it felt like Treyarch made it out of spite. But, and I say this with literal pain in my chest, it actually looked better than BO6. Like, say what you want about how ass-backwards Vanguard's gameplay was, because it was beyond fucking terrible. But at least it had some actual artistic effort. A distinct aesthetic. Cool-ass monsters that at least tried to be interesting. I mean, yeah, the maps were mid as fuck and it played like a Black Friday fight in a Walmart parking lot, but at least it had a vibe. Kinda. Meanwhile, BO6 just said, you know what players love? A dead-looking world where everything is a shade of brown and gray and sadness. Fucking why? How the hell is it possible that Vanguard, the literal punching bag of zombies history, somehow had a more artistic soul than a brand new Black Ops game in 2024? I should not be looking at BO6 and thinking, damn, at least Vanguard tried. But here we are. I don't know what's worse, the fact that BO6 looks this bad, or the fact that I just have to say something positive about Vanguard. Either way, Treyarch has officially lost their goddamn minds. Topic 2. The story. And what even is the fucking story? I know there's gonna be that one dude in the comments with his PhD in zombies lore, ready to type an essay about, well, actually, if you read the ciphertext, decode the hidden Morse code messages, and listen to the 4-hour-long YouTube breakdown, the story makes sense. Shut the fuck up, Greg. Look, I did the Easter egg on every map. I sat through all the bullshit, the steps, the boss fights, the hidden radios, and you know what I got out of it? Fucking nothing. I have no clue what the hell is happening. None. Zero. I feel like I just finished watching a Christopher Nolan movie backwards. And the worst part? Nobody cares. There is zero hype around this story. None. And I get it. Treyarch had to include a story because if they didn't, people would have lost their goddamn minds. But you know what? I almost wish they hadn't. Like, imagine if BO6 Zombies was just pure mindless survival. No overcomplicated narrative. No forced lore. Just classic, high round, let's see how long we can survive zombies. I wouldn't have been mad at all. But instead, we got whatever the fuck this is. And this brings me to my next problem. If you're gonna force a story down our throats, at least give us real characters. Why the fuck are we playing as operators? Topic 3. Characters. So I once joined a game where I was playing as zombie Woods, playing with regular Woods, playing with Brutus from fucking Mob of the Dead, all while a goddamn unicorn skin was sprinting around the map ruining everybody's immersion like it was their full-time fucking job. That's when I realized this game is a fucking joke. Look, Treyarch, the entire Ether story, the heart and soul of classic zombies was built around the characters we played as. They actually had a purpose. They weren't just random skins thrown in for monetization. Even in BO2, when we had Rustman and the transit crew, we didn't realize it at the time how important they were to the bigger picture, but they had a reason for being there. Even in Shadows of Evil, when you played as a washed-up boxer, a magician, a dirty cop, or a fucking whore, you were playing as them for a reason. And yeah, we didn't fully understand it at the time, but when we did, it made the game even better. But BO6? None of that. There's no sense of purpose, no story connection, nothing. You're just a dude with a gun, and you're probably going to be playing next to someone dressed as a fucking anime character. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to take this seriously? Zombies was always about the story immersion. You felt like you were on a mission. Now, I feel like I accidentally queued into a Fortnite lobby. And the only way I would have accepted this operator system bullshit is if they actually made it meaningful. Let me create my own character. Give me a fully customizable character like it's Fallout 4. Then set me loose on a mission, and boom, we actually have something fresh. But nope, that would have been too original for Treyarch. Instead, we're stuck with a system that feels like they just copy-pasted Warzone skins and called it a day. And that's why BO6 Zombies feels soulless. No real story, no real characters, no fucking identity. Just a soulless, corporate, microtransaction-laden mess where your biggest threat isn't zombies. It's seeing an anime girl twerk in the corner of your screen while Brutus dual wields a fucking MP5. Topic 4. Scrap and shit. Look, I'll never understand why Treyarch keeps bringing back dumbass mechanics that nobody asked for. Like, why the fuck is scrap and salvage still a thing? We first saw this garbage in Cold War, and even back then, people were like, this kinda sucks, but at least the game is fun. But BO6? Hell no. This shit is worse than ever. And the biggest problem? It takes forever to upgrade your fucking gun. Like, if you're not max rarity by round 20, you are completely and utterly fucked. And I mean bent over, no lube, Treyarch style fucked. And you know the devs are just laughing their asses off in a boardroom somewhere like, oh, let's make them grind 47 rounds just to turn their gun from a fucking Nerf blaster to something usable. And why the fuck is it so expensive? Like, this would be fine if A, it just costs normal points like literally every other fucking zombies game, or B, scrap wasn't the most painfully slow RNG dependent currency of all time. And don't even get me started on the kill streaks, because on paper, they're sick as hell. In execution, unaffordable dog shit. Like, I just want to drop a sentry gun so I can take a quick break and scratch my ass without getting swarmed, but nah. That shit costs so much scrap that by the time I can afford one, I might as well have just prayed to the RNGesus for a boss zombie to drop one for free. At this point, I just don't even bother. And why the fuck does everything have to use this dumbass system? Just make everything cost normal points. Which brings me to my next pain point. Topic 5. The point system. I fucking hate this point system. Like, Treyarch had it perfect before. 10 points per shot, 60 points per kill, 100 points per headshot. Simple, balanced, fair. It rewarded accuracy, it encouraged strategy, and most importantly, it didn't make you feel like you were playing a fucking survival horror game in slow motion. But nah, Treyarch decided to bring back the absolute dumpster fire of a system that Cold War introduced. A system that nobody asked for, and yet here we are, still suffering through in BO6. And I know some people like it, but why? Seriously. Why the fuck would you like this? It feels like it takes an eternity to earn points. And if there's not that much of a difference, then for the love of God, just give us an option to choose which system we prefer. Because guess what? The point system completely changes how you play. Think about it. When you get into later rounds and you're still using a normal gun, maybe because you're grinding camos or just want to have fun with a weapon that isn't a wonder weapon, you earn no fucking points. Why? Because it takes longer to kill zombies, you use more ammo, and you only get points when you actually kill a zombie. So now, if your gun doesn't kill them instantly, it's literally worthless, because you're getting zero return on investment. And what does this system actually benefit? Wonder weapons and grenades. That's it. But let's be real. Part of the fun of the old point system was that you had to strategize. You had to run with 1 point gun and 1 wonder weapon. You had to balance risk and reward. When buying doors, perks, and pack-a-punching, you actually had to think now. Now, none of that. And I already know some zombies YouTubers and fanboys will bend over backwards to defend the system just because Treyarch told them to, but let's be honest, it fucking sucks. It makes the game feel slower, it removes strategy, and it actively punishes you for using normal guns instead of just hoarding a wonder weapon. Treyarch, if you're listening, bring back the old point system. Or at the very least, give us the option to toggle between the two, because this shit ain't it. Topic 6. Some good things. Look, this video is trashing BO6. It deserves it. But to be fair, I have to admit, it's not all that bad. There are a few things that I actually appreciate. Number 1, bringing back rounds. Treyarch, for all their bullshit decisions, at least had the decency to bring back actual round-based zombies. Sure, rounds don't mean as much anymore because of the Easter eggs, extractions, and the ability to save and quit, but I won't lie, I actually like the save and quit feature. And after suffering through MWZ's dumbass time limits and Vanguard's dogshit challenge system, it actually feels refreshing to play endless rounds without some stupid ass restriction hanging over my head. For a brief moment, it actually felt like zombies again. Did it bring life back to the community? Yeah. Did it last long? Hell no. But still, credit where credit is due. Number 2, playing with friends is actually fun. I have to admit, when playing with friends, BO6 Zombies isn't that bad. But then again, I could also have fun in MWZ with friends. I could have fun in Vanguard with friends, for crying out loud. At the end of the day, playing with friends makes it even, a shitty game bearable. So does that really count as a positive? Maybe. Number 3. Kill streaks were actually a good addition. I know I trashed how expensive kill streaks are earlier, because they are. That's a shitty currency system though. But conceptually, they are actually really fun to use. Like dropping a chopper gunner in zombies is satisfying as hell. Dropping a sentry gun to hold a lane, sick. Using a precision airstrike to wipe out a train, beautiful. It's just a shame that you need a fucking investment portfolio to afford them. Number 4. The jet gun actually works. I never thought I'd see the day where I would say this, but they brought back the jet gun. And get this, it actually works. Unlike in transit, where it exploded faster than a Ford Pinto rear-ended in traffic, the BO6 version is usable. And I gotta respect that. Number 5. The ray gun actually feels good again. Speaking of fixing shit, the ray gun finally feels like a ray gun again. In BO2, dog shit. BO3, even more dog shit. But in BO6, this shit actually works again. It's strong, it's reliable, and for the first time in years, I actually want to use it. Number 6. The OG perks are back. Another small dub. The return of the classic perks. Juggernaut, check. Speed Cola, check. Stamina up, check. Double tap. Fuck you. It's a small detail, but it's nice to see the core elements of zombies still alive in some way. Topic 7. Going forward. At this point, all we can do is hope and fucking pray that Treyarch pulls their heads out of their collective asses and releases another Zombies Chronicles. They have to know that shit would pop off. There is no world where Zombies Chronicles 2 wouldn't print enough money to buy a small country. And yet, nothing. I'm genuinely amazed that they haven't done it yet. Like bro, just re-release the BO1 maps, BO2 maps, mod, buried, transit. They know we want it. It's free fucking money. But instead of giving us what we actually want, they'd rather sell us anime girl skins that cost more than a full-ass game. Mod support would also keep this game alive, but let's be real, we shouldn't have to rely on that. Modders shouldn't be the ones keeping zombies alive while Activision is out here selling $20 operator skins with zero soul. If Activision wants a quick cash grab, here's an idea. Make a fucking standalone zombies game. Seriously, just do it. Take all the OG maps, take all the old weapons, take all the perks, take all the customization, and just drop it as a full game. Like, how the fuck has nobody at Activision thought, hey, maybe we should make a full zombies experience, bundle in every classic map, and let the people enjoy the game mode they actually want? Because that game would fuck. I cannot imagine a world where a standalone Call of Duty Zombies game wouldn't be one of the biggest hits in FPS history. But nah. Instead, we get seasonal road maps full of recycled content and overpriced microtransactions. We can dream all we want. Hell, maybe one day I'll become a billionaire and just buy out Activision myself, just so I can give the people what they actually want. Until then, we're stuck with this mid-ass excuse for a zombies mode. So, what do you think? Were my points valid as hell? Or I'm just talking out of my ass? I already know there's going to be people defending this mode with their entire soul, like a fully upgraded super monkey protecting whatever it is they fucking protect. But let's be real here. We need a reality check. Because everything I just said, these are the exact reasons why Black Ops 6 Zombies fucking sucks. And the sooner we accept that, the sooner we can start demanding better from Treyarch instead of settling for this half-baked, uninspired, cash-grabbing bullshit. So go ahead, argue in the comments, defend this game with your life. Just know deep down that you're wrong.